Hey there. It's been a while since the last video, but like I mentioned in it, I wanted to do a one and done sort of project instead of splitting it up into a whole bunch of videos. So editing down a whole project into something that isn't hours long is fun. Alright, so what we're doing here is I'm making an armature for a zombie head sort of sculpt. There's a local art group that I've been watching from afar that I've finally participated in and went to one of the meetings, and they do monthly prompts. And for this one, the prompts were Regicide, Sharp, and Mirror. And you can use any medium you want. Most of them are amazing painters. Do oil painting and whatnot. And there's a couple other sculptors. But so first thing that popped in my head was a king that wronged his people and was made an example of. So you'll see how the elements all come together. So what I'm doing now is I've carved off some things of this foam head because I want more of a gaunt zombie look. And I'm using foam clay to build up the jaw here. You see, I kind of changed my mind a little bit, make it a little shorter. Foam clay is something I've just started messing with recently. It's fairly cheap. One tub I got for like $15, and this other one was $4 I found. But it is an air dry clay that is super light, and it is foam. It when it dries, it has a texture of like EVA foam sheets people use in cosplay and whatnot. And you can smooth it with water, which is pretty cool. So I'm just covering everything. That way I can get some texture in there and make my own forms on top of this styrofoam head. So plucking out areas for the eyes, and I'm just using these little clear plastic domes just to give the shape so I can build up around them more easily. I don't like how the ear is so flush, so I just do some more shaping of it by ripping out some of that styrofoam underneath to get a more of a shape that I want. There's usually a part of every project where I'm regretting my choices. What have I done? This looks stupid. This was about the point for me. But yeah, it gets better, I promise. Time to make some teeth with Sculpey. So I'm just rolling out teeth, not sure how many I need, so just kind of make some and check. And I am going to pin them into the foam with my trusty, shiny paper clips. Oh, paper clips. So just stick some in the clay. Boop. And then I can just stab it into the dried foam clay. And it took overnight for the foam clay to fully dry, but it's pretty good. And these were popped in the oven. Tasty. And in they go. One at a time. Bloop, bleep, blop, bloop, boop, beep, 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 boop, boop, beep, 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 boop, 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 doop. Teeth. Next, I'm using a ripped up sponge and going over everything with Mod Podge just to give it a bit more texture and help seal in the foam, because I don't know how it will react with painting. Even though this is going to be a kind of gory horror piece, I also want it to be cartoony because I like when things are fun. So I'm going with the more neon-y, toxic type of colors, because this was a toxic ruler, not a toxic crusader. Well, I'm getting the shadows in with a purple, and it was a little too neon. I kind of wish I left it that way, but I'm just going over with a beige just to dull everything down so it doesn't look so radioactive. And I'm terrible with eyeballs, but it's okay because it's a zombie. Brr. And since it's a zombie, just cloud those eyes up a bit. Got my zombie head here. It's gonna be the king, the king! It's very crappy to his people and was just murdered. Again, I deal with this going off the prompts of Regicide, Mirror, and Sharp. Regicide aspect. Can't talk. Got a dead guy right now. And for the Mirror and Sharp, thought a crown of mirror shards. They're jabbed into them. So for that, I don't want to break a real mirror and get all that bad luck. So I got this plastic sheet here to make shards out of, and getting it out of the car already. Cracked it a little bit. So making shards will be easy. And somewhere around here I have mirror tape. There. One moment. Okay, I lied, it's not really tape. It's a mirror wallpaper thing to make fake mirrors in your house. It doesn't seems reflective enough to get the point across. Which is all I can hope for. Oh, and it came with a little elephant sticker with balloons. So, whoa. Sorry. Seems reflective enough, which of course there's a distortion of it being a tube. What am I doing here? Oh, protective clear film. Are you focusing? Where's autofocus is always a lie. Manual. There we go. Protective clear film open. The film goes inside. Okay. Oh, that's because there's one at the bottom too. I'm just so excited. I'm doing this in the wrong order. Yeah. I'm getting fingerprints all over it, so I'll have to clean it afterwards. But it's just a big vinyl sticker. It's actually not too shabby. So yeah, I'll make up some shards, jab into them. Should be easy to put it in there. That's because this is foam, and I can just cut where I want them to go. First, I'm gonna paint up the teeth and the mouth. This has got some greens and dark spots on the teeth. That's one I like the yellow, so I'm just gonna touch up the yellow and then do like a dark purple red in the mouth here, and then do some. I'm saying all this because I'm trying to remember in my own head because I'm an idiot. Gloss varnish in the mouth and on the eye bibbles. So yeah, let's go. So I know I want a large centerpiece and then just jagged bits all around. I'm gonna do some cutting on paper first. Trusty scissors. If I just do I don't think I want to do like that on the front, like someone jammed it in this way. So it looks like the headpiece, and you get that reflection. And then the other pieces around. If my hands weren't in the way, other pieces. You get the point. You know, I'm just gonna get the plastic and just cut it out. So this acrylic that I'm cutting, it is very loud and crunchy when you're cutting it, so saving everyone's ears from bleeding. Very crunchy. If I was smarter, I would have just sandwiched a whole thing in between two and then cut them out. If I need more, I'll do that. Okay. It took longer than it should have because I could have thought better, and my batteries were low. And I just swapped the battery, so both my batteries are low. Well, I'll just try to make this quick. Sorry. So, I have a group of shards. I just have to put it in the head. Let me check out the battery situation real quick. Okay, I did have a charged battery. In you go. Let's get you back on the tree, pew. Okay. I have a mess. My hands are very sweaty under the gloves. Hey, there's good reflection though. Alright.